Have you ever wanted to fight alongside the fishes? Well, we're about to do it here at the beautiful Atlantis. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's the Pac-Man. Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. And he misses with that straight left. Those counter punches have to hurt. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have it.
Beautiful counter shot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that hook won't score. Nice exchange here from both men. No rest for the weary. That jab misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance. Here we go for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
He misses with that jab. Landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Both want a knockout, you can tell. punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like
what fish was that, mama? What fish was that?
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off a very tough
It wasn't
round.
catfish, was it?
This is one
It
of
was.
those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp.
From the chicken shop.
Make him fight your fight.
Okay.
Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't,
It was good.
he'll pop you off.
Counter punching. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice counter. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. A lot of effort being exerted here. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Beautiful counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned? On to the fourth we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What's up, my angel?
No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
So close with that uppercut. How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. At this point, you've got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. And there's the bell for round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You know, with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. That left hook missed. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut.
Come on, man.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here. There's the bell for round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch right up the middle. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Does not score. Lomachenko on the canvas. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
Even up.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
What resilience, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Damn.
Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. Here we go. It's round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Just misses with that uppercut. Just a couple of rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
His stamina is off the charts. His stamina is off the charts. He won't give us a second to catch our breath.
Woo.
He scores with the counter. Punch, counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that this round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. Round 8, and we're off again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter lands. There's a counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. They exchanged punches.
Oh.
I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Yeah.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Vasily Lomachenko, standing at 5'6" tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. He's got a reach of 65 inches. Up against them, Juan Manuel Marquez, 5'7" tall with a reach of 67 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko. Juan Manuel Marquez.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. They can't land that punch. How did he absorb that hook? The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab had to hurt. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. And this is with that jab. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice counter. Talk about Loma in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
And there's the bell for round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Lomachenko is buzzed.
Ooh-wee.
Down goes Lomachenko. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
That's lights out.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Look at his corner. Look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down. Make
What up,
the
though?
to the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a
Yo.
bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he scores with the counter. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark. Hold it right there. Lomachenko.
Oh, I can't do nothing, bro.
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And
Knew
they
it.
knew it when they threw it.
I need to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
Niggas will see a nigga get money and be like, damn, that nigga getting money. I'm not going back and fifth. You fight me on hood with nobody else on this weird ass shit. When I see niggas in the streets on hood. Real play ball, gang member on hood. And that's it. That's what it's about on hood. You motherfuckers just mad, cuz. I'm not going back and fifth. You fight me on hood with nobody else on this weird ass shit. When I see niggas in the streets on hood. Real play ball, gang member. You know why the real one get? Don't you hate when the
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's the... And he'll be facing...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
One of the hottest tickets around. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Tried to score with a jab. That jab misses. The straight right just misses.
What up, bro? Just on this undisputed, streaming on the YouTube. He ain't saying nothing. I don't know what he's doing.
That are born for this. That are made for the big crowd. And looking
What
at
up, though,
the
you
right
sleep?
there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
What up, though? What up, though?
Knockout or bust for both of these fighters.
You hear me?
Fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
Hey, you see this shit, Nudie?
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go.
You hear me, Nudie?
again. Johnny,
Yeah, I'm doing it on the YouTube. Hold on. Hey, Nudie.
They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes.
I don't know, my shit tweaking or
You
what?
just gotta deal with them.
Oh man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire.
I done lost 3 in a row.
A very competitive round.
Man, this
10
shit getting
seconds
tough. Hey, Nudie. Oh, okay, you hear me?
Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round.
Tired.
Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Remember I was telling you can stream on there and shit?
If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
What?
Well, he's had enough.
Then he quit. What? What do you do?
So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that, but c'est la vie.
Oh, that's who. That's who popped NBA bands. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Huh? Yeah, you can stream on the YouTube, dude. No cop a lot.
We're 20,000. Jake Paul, fighting out of
You talking about
Cleveland,
sorry,
Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
And with that,
Whoa.
This bout,
all the talk. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Nice exchange here from both men. The courage on display here is incredible.
That's a classic. Who the fuck was that?
Counter shot.
All-Star Jared, yeah, sure
This
was.
one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They are born for this. You have other fighters.
Man, get this nigga Jay. Stop fucking playing, bitch.
Punch, counter punch.
Just attacking the body on this bitch up.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Which one of these athletes is going to
All-Star?
go down?
When that shit break that heat, that shit had something with him. That's why I say, bro, that internet ain't nothing but, you know, but I ain't gonna cry.
Very close
Just sick of
round,
it.
10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every switch.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just misses with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
Oh, get that pussy.
They exchange punches. The perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment.
These niggas don't know what they talking about.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little switch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch.
Money over everything. Balling.
what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one.
Ching ching.
Talk about Alexander Usyk.
Man, I love drinking lean.
There's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because
Boom, 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 boom. That's that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's that ish.
Good counter punch. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
Ching,
Wait
ching.
for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt.
Man, this nigga whipping my ass, bro. It's nothing I can do.